Welcome to Miss B. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning from. I am Bernadette, originally from Baguio City, Philippines, and now living here in Canada as an early childhood educator, a proud digital business owner, and a child of God. So, once again, actually, this is my second time a back to back live streaming with my business partners all the way from USA. So let's get it started. And of course, I would love and I am so thrilled to have this live stream with you guys. So, welcome in today's live session. I am so excited to be here with all of you. I want to introduce to you someone truly inspiring. Meet Florante or Kuya Kuch. His devoted husband and proud father of two wonderful daughters. By profession, he's an accountant from the Philippines, although he hasn't practiced in the USA. Currently, he's working with a German company in their shipping and receiving department. On top of that, he's also a passionate digital business owner, building his dreams and creating opportunities for his family. Let's give him a warm welcome. So let's all welcome Kuya
You.
Kuch. Hello,
You.
hello. Said Kuya Kuch, can you say something about yourself po?
First of all, thank you for having me tonight. Although I know it's kind of late here in the US, it's already 10 o'clock, and over there is 7 o'clock, but still I'm awake because of the business, and I always say yes. And yes, I'm Florante Orotea, Tubong. Well, I don't really know exactly where I grew, but I have several places like in San Jose City. I was born there, and then I grew up in Bontoc Mountain Province, and then went to high school in Solano, Nueva Vizcaya, and then I had my college in Manila. And then in Manila, I went to Quezon City, to Pasig, and everywhere. And now I'm in Michigan right now. I have two daughters. My first daughter is in North Carolina. My second daughter is staying with us here at the house. My daughter, by the way, is the accountant in the family. So she is the accountant. She took my line. My other daughter is with other endeavor, like she doesn't want to mention it, but I'll mention it because I really respect the service of military people. She used to be she's been serving in the Marine Corps, U.S. Marine Corps, and now she got out and then studied further for whatever she want to learn these times. And coming over to the U.S. is something that it's not a plan for me. It just happened. Sometimes when God really intends you to be in a certain place, it just happened that quick. So I'm telling you, I never had a plan to come to the USA. But anyway, that's it. Thank you so much, and of course, come join us. And I hope you enjoy this session with us tonight. Thank you. What,
All right. Thank you, Coach, for that. Wow, amazing family with all the professional daughters and wow, serving the nation as well. So I have these three questions for you, and I know that we will have a lot of inspiration because this is real life, real story, and your digital journey story. So let's dive into our first question. So, what inspired you to transition from being an accountant in the Philippines to working in a completely different role in US while also building a digital business? Take it away, po.
well, Bernadette, pang Miss Universe question yan. But I'm gonna answer you a very simple way. Nanggaling po ako sa accounting background, which really helped me build discipline. I think that's the more important structure and my attention to detail. Pero at some point, I felt na I wanted to explore something beyond my comfort zone, something that gives me more growth, flexibility, and exposure to new opportunities. So when I moved to the US, it opened my perspective even more. I realized There are a lot of possibilities outside my original career path. It's not only when I came to the US, but also when I was still in the Philippines because I quit my job over there. So I see a lot of opportunities outside my work.
Mhm.
So at the same time, I started building a digital business here so I could learn new skills and create additional income stream. Skills and streams. So I'm not just talking about money, but rather some other things that matters outside
Yes.
money. So it
Yes.
wasn't an instant shift. Well, I'm already 2 years in the business. It was a decision that I made one day that drove me to curiosity and learn more about the business. And then in doing so, growth just came in naturally. And my willingness to take the calculated risk is actually something that pushed me forward because I know that God intends me to be here. I think that the strongest part that I could say tonight. At first, sometimes when we are full of doubt, we sometimes say, Lord, did you really say yes that I should do this? Sometimes when you do something, you don't confirm or affirm that God said yes to you. You cannot tell really honestly, but psychologically, you would say yes. The Lord said yes because I prayed. But the answer you will discover later on that indeed the Lord said yes. Because, after all those 2 years that I've been doing this, I started, it's so, I would say a very challenging one, but I never look at those negative roads, so to speak. I never thought about those snub faces. You know what I mean? Personal, that hurts. Those people who would say no to you or doesn't
Mhm.
say hello or doesn't even say like you or whatever, not whatever, right? Those are the hurting moments. And I told myself, this will pass. And I think this is part of it. Just let me go through to this, Lord. And true enough, I got all those, those inspiration from people like you, Bernadette. You know, um, Maristel was one of them. He was interviewing me too. Maristel started doing that. And then I came to know about the 90-day success challenge, which I thought God showed it to me because I need that. I need a community. I need people like me so I could move forward despite all those hardship in this digital business. So you see, this opportunity that I met here in the US, regardless of what I'm doing, I'm a busy person at work, you know? Well, I'm not saying that I'm less busier than most of you guys. I would say I'm the busiest person myself. Besides the point that I go through choir practice,
Mhm.
every Wednesday at that time, I every first Saturday of the, we just, I get a lot of things to do, left and right. And mind you, I do my chores, by the way. And that alone takes my time. And what should I do? Should I say no to my wife? No, yes, I would say yes. And then I do my digital business after, even at night. So that's my answer to that short question. I can go on and on and on. But of course, I let you ask my second question.
Wow, thank you, Kush, on that. Very, very relatable to a lot of people who are watching us right now. And yes, indeed. Um, like I always say this in all my live streaming that faith plus action, that
Mhm.
is actually the formula for success. And yes, indeed, this business is an answered prayer for me. I prayed specific business that I wanted, and all of those were checked into all my boxes when I found this business. And yes, indeed, Kuya Kush just mentioned, like, yes, when you have that business idea, God will definitely bless you, give you that system, the people, the community that you should be in. So thank you, Kuya Coach. Yes, very true enough that um we are having the same 24 hours. For those who are saying, like, well, I can't even watch that 90 minutes webinar because I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Guys, just like you, we are a full time worker and yet doing this business because we have a bigger why and we
Mhm.
wanted that dreams, the biggest dreams that we wanted to reach. So thank you, Coach, for that. The
Mhm.
second one would be, how do you balance being a husband, a father of two daughter, and managing both your job in the German company and your digital business? I know at some point you already answered a little bit of that, but you
Yeah.
can answer further. Great.
Well, it really comes to priorities actually, time management and discipline. Family is always my top priority, second to God, of course. So I make sure na present ako at may quality time ako with my wife and my daughter here with me. With regards my daughter in North Carolina, well, ang mama niya ang lagi niyang kausap, but I just listen, you know. Sometimes I say, "Oh, really?" Nagpapaingay ako para alam niya nadidinig lang ako, no? So that's how I do it. And then in fact, the other night, I was listening to their conversation, my wife and my daughter. Sabi niya, blah 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 blah, North Carolina. What? Sabi ko, uh, your daughter wants you to go fly to North Carolina, and then you'll drive with her coming back to Michigan. Oh yes, 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 no problem. I like that. So nakaset na yung aking December schedule. So I'll be flying to North Carolina and drive with my daughter coming to Michigan and spend the Christmas season here in Michigan. So I always do that. I make time that I'll do that. Honestly, I'm not a perfect father. I'm not a perfect husband, but I'm trying to be. You know, and I made mistakes in the past, and I'm trying to correct and amend all those mistakes. This is what this business is doing to us. It seems like, hey, it sounds like a Christian movement. You know what I mean? But honestly, it is. It boils down to your value. It boils down to your faith and belief. Kaya nga mababago yung pagkatao mo talaga eh. Kaya mahalaga maintindihan ito ng tao. Akala nila nagbibiro tayo, right? Pero there are so much things that you will discover when you do this business, and especially when you have a family. Oh my goodness. It will make you cry. It will make you angry. Why you cannot do so much important things for them while you are still alive. I'm 60 years old already. I know life is short, but I wish I could live till like uh, more than my father. My dad passed away at the age of 86. My mom died at the age of 79. So I wish I could surpass that. That's my prayer. You know. So if I have only short period in this life, I wish I can do so much for my family. Yun lang. Kasi kumbaga, bawiin natin yung pagkukulang natin in the past. So communication is also very important for my family, for them to understand my commitment in this business. At the start, well, sometimes you feel that you are quarreling with your partner or your wife, for that matter, for me, because she doesn't like what I'm what I do, because I've been into a lot of networking before. I've never been successful in many networking before. I've been to, oh, name it, I could mention. Oh my God, ang dami. Because I was really searching for that. But
Mhm.
now I try to communicate with my wife, and we have an understanding. She would be in the background, but she would be my inspiration. She would be like somebody who would be my, ano tawag doon? Yung talagang strict person, you know what I mean? Like, "Girl, mali yung ginagawa mo," something like that, you know what I mean? And, "What? What's wrong with that?" Tapos mag-aaway na kayo kunwari, 'di ba? Tapos magtatawanan lang kayo. Okay. So yun ang role niya sa akin. And then
Mhm.
in fact, this just few minutes ago, I was telling them, since I'm now on my fourth milestone, you will be a part of my business. Really?
Yes.
Yes, sabi ko. So I'm preparing for that, and I'm very excited, and then I will surprise my two daughters too. Gusto ko yung mangyari yun, when they're
Yes.
not part of the system, and then biglang makatanggap sila ng mail, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I'm excited. Sabi ko, oh my God, sige, Lord, ito na bang gusto mong gawin ko talaga? Sige, so I'm praying for that, so this is all about my family.
Yes.
And when I can do this to my family, it would radiate or go extend to my siblings, brothers,
Yes.
sisters, to my nieces, nephews,
Yeah.
all our family and relatives. That's my vision.
Yes.
In fact, I'm inviting every one of you, right? If you have the same like dream to help one way or the other, you don't know how, you don't know what. Well, this is now a very good example for you to start helping for those people you want to help.
Yes.
It's very common these days, when you say help, they always say, I'll pray for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know prayer is really very powerful. I don't discount that. But sometimes it boils down to your pocket too. It
Mm-hmm.
boils down to something solid, something tangible. And
Yes.
that is all about the livelihood or the food that you put on your table. And this is one of the things that could say na rounded na ang iyong mission. You
Mhm.
pray, you grow spiritually, and then you extend your help to people. It's like evangelization in a way. I
Yes.
was involved in the Couples for Christ in the Philippines, and
Mm-hmm.
one of my ministry is with the Youth for Christ, and then with the Gawad Kalinga. And Gawad Kalinga is socio-economic, although religious socio-economic before, it helps them with their livelihood as well. After being spiritual, natulungan silang magpatayo ng sariling bahay, magpatayo ng hanap buhay, and then yung mga anak nila pinadala sa eskwela. So yun ang pinag-uusapan natin dito sa negosyong ito. So marami po akong pwedeng i-share sa inyo dyan kasi it just start caring for your family first, of course, for yourself. That's all.
Wow, pang Miss Universe na answer. Yes,
Diba?
very true that when I really joined this business and all the business partners here globally, it's not just about ourselves anymore. It's about having an impact to a lot of people. Yes, very true. Like what Kukuch said, like we wanted to help other people. We wanted to be blessed so that we could bless other people as well. So we might help them in a little way that we could, but that prayer that they will give us will go a long, long, long way. And as mentioned by Kuya Coach, yes, definitely. And once again, Kuya Coach,
Thank you.
congratulations!
Salamat po.
Woo! We got it. We
Sir.
got it. And
Thank you.
congratulations. So this is a proof that um, this is an empire that we are building right now and
Yes,
a
yes,
legacy that we
yes.
give to our children and our
That's true.
family.
That's true.
And yes, very true too that Kuya could share that yes, when we entered this business community, is not just about the financial growth that
No.
we do want and got. It's about the people that we need. It's about the personal development that we have.
Yep.
And yes, that gratefulness in our heart is humongous. It's too much that we are being thankful of all those little things that we do have, those small wins that we do have. We are always so grateful. And having that said, now your wife would not just be your uh supporter, but also a business partner in the business. That's the goal, to get all our families connected to this business
I'm
because
excited.
there's more to life. Abundance is here. And
Mhm.
like I always describe this business, it is a mine that there's too many rare precious stones inside. It's
Yep.
just up to us to discover. And you are a proof, Kuya Kuch. Congratulations once
Thank
again.
you.
That is a big, big, big milestone in your life,
Yes,
not just
yes.
in your life, but this is for your family as well. And we thank God for that vision that you've seen a while back, and now it's becoming into reality one at a time. And that is a proof that this business has a proven system. The blueprint is there, and all we need to do is just plug in and play. So that's what we needed, you guys. So we know what's how it works inside. So we are inviting you guys to see the real impact that this business is giving a lot of families and a lot more to come. Thank you, Kuya Kush, for that. And the last but not the least,
You.
guys, who what advice would you give to others who feel stuck in their careers and are afraid to explore new opportunities like digital business or online business? Take it away.
All right. Ang advice ko is don't let fear stop you from starting. Normal lang na matakot when trying something new. I understand that. Nandun din ako. Pero don't wait for the perfect moment kasi usually, as I was telling earlier, wala naman talagang perfect timing. It's always perfect for God, the time of God. But for you, wala pong perfect timing as such.
Mhm.
And then ang pangalawa kong advice, you start small. I
Yes.
start with nothing. I started by myself. You don't have, and in fact, you don't have to quit your job right away, just like most of us are doing. We're not too excited, too emotional na, oh, andito ko, yayaman ako, bukas hindi na ako papasok. No, that's not how it works. You have to work, do this on the side. It's just smart because why should you leave a paying job when you don't have much yet income in the digital business?
Mhm.
Hindi ito yung get rich quick scheme. It's something that you really have to build. It will develop your passion, and then it would allow you to spend more time, more and more time, more and more time until it grows. And then one day you say, maybe it's time for me to give up my job. So don't just quit your job right now. Learn first. Kaya nga yun ang unang-una naming sinasabi, learn. We are not telling you to do it. Learn because you will have to go to that point where you will have a informed decision. Hindi ba very fair deal yon? We are not forcing you. We are helping you understand so that you will have your own informed decision. You know why? Because when you are that kind of person and you do it, you will be unstoppable because you understood it. As compared to somebody who just plunged in and then who would say later, ay, ayoko na. Hindi pala to gusto ko. Mga ganun, di ba? So we don't want that. We don't want to waste your time.
Mhm.
I don't want to waste my time too. Well,
Mhm.
that's just smart. So we want you to learn first and then explore and build habang may stability ka pa. Ulitin ko yun. I-build mo habang may stability ka. Mahirap yung naghihikahus ka, tapos gusto mong gawin ito, it's gonna be a lot difficult. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Kaya
Mhm.
maswerte, mabless yung mga nagtratrabaho ngayon. Merong resources to do this business on the side.
Mhm.
Don't wait for the time that you don't have any to start from.
Mhm.
Kaya lagi namin kung tinatingnan nyo mabuti. Yeah, we don't want to disqualify all those who don't have a job, but because we don't know all their circumstances, maybe they might have some resources somewhere. I don't know, right? So
Mhm.
we are just telling you that you don't have to quit your job. While you are stable, build this business. In fact, ganun yung nangyari sa akin. I feel stable. In fact, say, kahit hindi ko nga gawin itong negosyong ito, I feel okay. But when I discovered that there's so much more in life, like helping people, like developing skills, like growing, I cannot do that at work alone by working alone. But with this business, you can do a lot, lots more. So habang may trabaho ka, try, do this. Habang ginagawa mo kasi, doon mo rin makikita kung para sa iyo ba ito o hindi. It's just fair, right?
Mhm.
Then, pangatlong advice ko, surround yourself with people who inspire and support you.
Yes.
Alam mo,
True.
yung, masakit sabihin, pero actually ginagawa ng mga digital business owner yun. Pag ikaw negative kang tao, we tend to turn our backs from you because we don't want to be pulled down by your negative vibes. I wanted to be surrounded by positive people like Bernadette, like my business partners. That's why I wanted to spend more time with my community now than with my negative friends. They are still my friends, right? But if you choose between going to my live and have a drinking buddy with my negative friends, I go with my interview with Bernadette.
Thank you po.
So that would be now a different me because I would go for people who inspire and support me. Kasi malaking factor yun para sa shifting of your mind. And most importantly, ito ang huling-huling habilin ko sa inyo bago tayo matulog ngayong gabi. It might be probably coming from the Lord as well.
Mhm.
He's using me to tell it to you.
Yeah.
What's that? Take action. Have the smallest step because clarity comes along the way, not before you start. Remember that. Kaya kung marami kang tanong, huwag ka na nagtatanong. Start because you will have the clarity after you start, not before you start.
Yes.
So that's a message to you, my dear friends. Coming from God, He knows that you need this. He knows that you will be a tool or an instrument to many people. Grab that calling. Yun lang po ang gusto kong sabihin sa kanila.
Wow, thank you, Kush, for that.
Mhm.
Definitely very powerful. The faith is there, and not just that, it is an assurance that there's hope in God, but also we need to take action. So, all the answer is just in your hands, is
Right.
just you who can decide. So,
Yeah.
you just no need to wait for the perfect time, but you also need to have that divine timing from
Correct.
God, because God will definitely give you, provide you with a lot more. So clarity comes after you said yes. And
Mhm.
you can start messy. You can start not perfect. You can start just having a small win. But then at least you started it. So those little things that you decide now, definitely your future self will thank you, because when you see an opportunity right in your face, right now, this video or a replays of this video, it might be an opportunity and a chance that at some point you take it for granted. So just you've seen all of these videos, those ads telling you about this amazing digital business, but you just said like, well, I don't need that. I have a stable job. I have a good opportunities. I have a good benefits. I have everything now. So I am okay. Guys,
Oh, I've heard that many times.
yes. And just like, well, you don't even need that. But guys, God is giving you a bigger picture of his plan in your life. You could see that Jeremiah 29:11. When you
Mhm.
have a small plan like this,
Mhm.
but God has a bigger plan in your life.
Yeah.
And you just take that leap of faith and let God lead you to a
Mhm.
better heights. So once again, Kuya Kuch, thank you for your precious time,
My
and
pleasure.
thank you for inspiring us once more, and thank you for saying yes even for that last minute invitation for today.
Always my pleasure, Bernadette.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kuya Kuch, because you inspired a lot of people with those wisdom, with those vision that once in your life you saw it, and at some point maybe some people will also has that in their minds. So, Kuya Kuch, what is your final words for those who are watching us right now, and for those who are in the business but doesn't have any result yet? So, what could you tell them and inspire them as well?
Well, you know the answer already, but I'll just gonna add something. Keep quiet, keep still, let God work for you.
Amen.
That's all, simple. Because that's what I'm doing.
Mhm.
For the first, let me just give you a little bit. Um, First 6 months of my business, it's a chaos because I just blasted all my warm market about the business. Nobody answered.
Mhm.
No, nobody even asked. Some responded, some didn't.
Mhm.
And then I was really down and I really didn't know what to do. And then I just realized, started praying. I
Yes.
started praying. Oh
Yeah.
my God, and then I just kept quiet. I kept still. And I just told to myself that I'll just wait for whatever God gives to me. I
Mhm.
will not rush. I will not force. I will not even hurt myself or hurt people. But
Mhm.
I could be frank, straightforward, and in so doing, it might probably pierce some people's heart. And that's the role that God gave me. That's why I started talking about many things. And then that really made a band, myself and God's plan to me, nagkaroon ng parang may adhesive. So I know exactly that what I'm doing is according to God's plan.
Mhm.
Last night, I went to sleep about 12. I woke up 1 o'clock because I've got a vision that says, it's so clear. Hey, wake up. You're going to hit your milestone tonight. Just imagine, huh? That was when the time I texted, that was the time I hit my milestone. I
Wow.
knocked my milestone. I just got out of bed because that's yun ang sinabi ni Lord sa akin eh. And I was really trying to process everything. And then at the end of the sentence, it says there, is that what you want me to do, Lord? And I did it. And then boom. Ay sabi ko,
Wow.
talaga si Lord.
Grabe.
That's what I wanna share to you guys. And just keep still and just madidinig niyo kung ano sasabihin ni Lord sa'yo. Madidinig niyo. Just keep the
Mhm.
faith and then He will bring you to places. That's all. And I'm just excited because it's happening to me. Sabi ko, Lord, make me stronger. Make me stronger. Okay? So, ganun lang. Anyway, thank
Was
you so much for the night, Bernadette. And I
yeah.
said, it's really my pleasure. And sabi ko nga, it helps me be exposed. Honest to goodness, hindi tayo nagkakaroon dito ng mga fine prints eh. We always say frankly, we are having exposure here because you know why? Because we want people to know us. We want people to hear our stories. That's why I love to go and collaborate with business partners like Bernadette. Like, so it's my pleasure really. And thank you so much again for having me. Next time around, no problem. Just let me know.
All right. Well, thank you, Kuya Coach. That for sure, a lot of people are inspired by this live streaming that we do have right now. So thank you once again for those moments, your digital journey that you shared to everyone. And once again, Kuya Kuch,
Thank you
congratulations.
again.
That's a big milestone that we want to celebrate. And I am celebrating to you through this live streaming. Just
Yes,
bear that
yay! Perfect celebration.
a perfect
Boom,
celebration.
boom, 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 boom.
Yes, with a perfect inspirational story by Kriya Kuch. Once again, Kriya Kuch,
Salamat.
congratulations for that milestone in your business, and we just keep on going. Go, 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 go.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
yes, let's all just really go, go, go. It is a proof that a lot of people of more than 278,000 global business partners and counting. That's how global this business is. And that is a big number that you don't discount, because that's a proof that we are here to help you and to guide you and mentor you to have your own, own digital business. So if this happens to Kuya Kuch and to myself, and so can you. So once again, Kuya Kuch, thank you for your precious time. I know it's 3 hours ahead my time there. And thank you once again. I am and a lot of business partners are celebrating with you on that
Thank you.
milestone once again. So thank you. And I don't want to stay longer, but also wanted to say thank you once again for sharing your journey with our viewers. So
Thank
once
you.
again, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from, and enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll say bye for now.
Bye
God
bye. Good
bless
night.
and hope see you all inside.
Thank you,
Bye.
Bernadette. Okay, bye bye.